Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to 12 Days to Christmas Bedtime Story with Miss Nesbitt. Thank you all for tuning in. Go ahead and hit share. Share it out to your friends and your families. Thank you so much. All right. So thank you all for tuning in tonight for our bedtime story with Miss Nesbitt, 12 Days to Christmas. Holiday bedtime stories with Miss Nesbitt. Thank you all for tuning in. I just want to let you know that we had a gift. I was able to give out a gift, an awesome gift to a viewer yesterday for answering the question. Thank you so much for participating. Remember, tonight we'll be giving out another one. For 12 days, we'll be giving out a special gift from TT Academy to you and show you our appreciation for tuning in to our programs, for our story times, and all those wonderful things that we end up sharing with you all. So I hope that you get your nice comfy blanket, your nice comfy shawl, your pillow that you love. Go and snuggle up in your bed or on a nice chair so you can get ready for an awesome story that Miss Nesbitt will be sharing with you tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's get started. All right. Ooh, as you can see on our calendar, on our tree, Christmas tree here, we are on day 10. So that tells us we have 9 more days until Christmas. 9 more days until Christmas. Wow, isn't that something? We only have 9 more days. And those are the amount of days we have left for me to read a bedtime story to you, a holiday bedtime story to you. So keep track on our Christmas tree here to find out how many more days we have, because each day we come in, I will be changing our snowflake to a new number to let us know when we count down to the next. Also, you see here, I have some awesome Christmas cookies. Look at my Christmas cookies. Wow, I have not put an icing on them because I want to show you how my Christmas cookies are cut out, because our story tonight is about the Christmas cookie. It's a legend and a traditional story about the Christmas cookie. So I wanted to let you see some of the different shapes that you can cut out for a Christmas cookie. Got snowman, gingerbread man, stars, even stockings and candy cans. And you can always decorate them with many icings and different toppings and candies. So tonight I'm going to tell you a legend, a story about the Christmas cookie. It comes from my book, The Legend of the Christmas Treasures. Many awesome treasure stories in this book. So today we're going to be talking about the Christmas cookie. The legend of the Christmas cookie. Sharing the true meaning of Christmas. All right, let's get started. Thank you all for tuning in. In the distance, Jack heard the lonely cry of a train whistle. He leaned into the icy wind and crossed the railroad track towards home. Home. Their house hasn't felt like a home since Jack's dad had hopped on a freight train west to find work. Now, on Christmas Eve, word came that Dad could not make it home for Christmas. So Jack and his mom will be home without Dad this year. That's kind of sad. I know he was waiting for his dad to come home and wanted him there. As Jack stepped into the heavenly scent of sweet bread and luxurious wafer whiffed from the kitchen, cookies! Oh my! But it couldn't be. Mom put away pennies Dad sent home straight into the cookie jar. There hadn't been a single cookie in that jar for over a year. So his dad has been gone for a while. And now he see that Mom is baking cookies? Oh, wow. Jack, Mom said. She was in the kitchen, stirring something in a giant bowl. You're really making cookies? Jack still couldn't believe it. His mom smiled weakly. They're for the needy at church. Jack tried to hide his disappointment. He'd been feeling pretty needy himself lately. I wonder do you know why Jack is feeling kind of needy? What do you think he might be thinking about during this time? Unpack the cookie boards, Jack, said his mother, not missing a beat on the dough. Jack unwrapped the carving wooden shape shepherds, star, camel, king, man, and women kneeling, baby and cross. The last mold was an angel, the size of his hand. It's too big, Jack exclaimed. He could make a cookie like that last a whole week. Boy, there were some big wooden carvings, right? I wonder what she's going to use those for. Well, let's find out. Jack's mother helped him roll the dough into smooth ovals. It was hard work. Why are we going to see more trouble to make Christmas? Why are we going to so much trouble to make Christmas cookies? People are just going to eat anyway, Jack said. His mother picked up the big angel mold and dusted off with flour. Maybe it's time that you heard the people first started making Christmas cookie. Maybe Jack need to find out why did they start making it. So Mom is going to tell him a story now, just like I'm telling you this story. Jack watched as his mother pressed the angel board into the dough. The story goes back hundreds of years ago, she began. Back in the Middle Age, in the old country, where your father people lived, times were hard. Jack rolled another batch of dough and wondered if time in the Middle Age has been harder than they were right now. And if boys miss their fathers like he missed his. That is a question. The village couldn't afford school, so most children couldn't read. As Christmas drew near, all families longed to help the neighbors discover the true meaning of Christmas. Let's carve figures and tell the story of Jesus' birth, the Father, a woodcarver suggested. But the villagers are hungry, his wife pointed out. We should bake them something. So they wanted to help others. I wonder what they're going to do. So the family worked together. The woodcarver whistled, scooping out wood until it formed the shape of an angel. He finished all the figures. Then his wife mixed sweet dough to fill the molds. When the cookies were done, the children decorated them with berries and colored sugar. That sounds like some of them Christmas cookies that we make at home during this time too. We decorate with all types of treats. On Christmas Eve, the Woodcarver family carried the cookies to the village. Soon a crowd gathered. As his daughter held up the angel cookie, the woodcarver began. Long ago, the angel, like this one, brought us a most wonderful news. Today, in the town of David, a Savior has been born, and has been born to you, and his name is Christ the Lord. They recounted the whole story of Jesus' life as they held up the cookie to the amazing listeners. Ever since that night, generations have passed down the making Christmas cookie, of telling the story of the true meaning of Christmas. Wow, that was beautiful. At the Christmas Eve service, Jack thought of Woodcarver family when the pastor read the same passage from Luke. The angel announced to the shepherd, as Jack stood a song to sing, hark the herald angel sing. He glanced filled on the stained glass window. All the figures were there. The star, the shepherd, Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus. And above them were the angel. A window told the whole story, just like the Christmas cookie. That night, Jack dreamed of the great Christmas cookies. When he awoke, his mother was waiting. "Merry Christmas, Jack," she handed him a big angel cookie. "For me," Jack hugged his mother. But before he could take a bite, there was a knock at the door. Jack froze. His mother raced past him to answer the door. It would be just like Dad to surprise them and show up on Christmas morning. Do you think that his father is there? He's been gone for a long time. I hope his father is at the door. Wow, let's see. An old man stood at the door. "Could you spare a stranger a bit to eat?" he asked. Disappointment choked off Jack's words and made his eyes water. Jack could tell his mother was as let down as he was. But she invited the man to come in from out the cold. "You're welcome to share our breakfast," she said. It wasn't his father. The stranger ate fast without saying much. When he finished every last crumb, he thanked them and he left. Jack watched the man walk off towards the tracks. Jack hoped and prayed that stranger had invited his dad to share their breakfast. Jack wished he'd taken the time to talk to the stranger, to wish him a Merry Christmas. Jack, don't forget your cookie, Mom said. Jack ran his finger along the grooves of the angel wings. He could almost hear the old woodcarver. That's it, Jack said with excitement. I wonder what Jack's going to do. Do you know? Jack tore out the house and ran to catch up with the stranger. "What's that?" asked the stranger, taking the cookie Jack offered him. "It's yours," Jack explained, "and there's a story that goes with it." Then right there, beside the railroad track, under the gray sky, that promised snow, Jack began. Long ago, an angel like this one brought us the most wonderful news today in the town of David. and Savior was born to you. He is Christ the Lord. So Jack decided to share the Christmas story with the stranger. Isn't that awesome? And that was the story of the Christmas cookie. Now I want to tell you a little bit about this Christmas cookie and how it originated. The original Christmas cookie. In the South Germany and Australia and Switzerland, cookie board called Switzerland molds were carved by craftsmen into shape. In the Middle Age, and shape was mainly religious. These cookies are still made today either by pressing dough into a mold or by rolling out the dough and impressing it with special designs, roll pins. So they still make these type of cookies today in these different types of country, and maybe even here. So you see, these Christmas cookies, when you make them, they have a similarity, they have a story behind it. So I want you to understand that Christmas, children, it's not about you receiving. It's about you giving. Just like God gave us Jesus during this holiday season. This is all about his birthday. So I love the story of the Christmas cookie. It explains and it teaches us about sharing and about giving to others. And talks about how we can share a story through simple cookies. By simple cookies, we can share a wonderful story of how these cookies, when we use cookie cutters. And back then, they used wooden carving boards that they press down or they press the mold to make that shape of the cookie, like we do with our cutters. So I hope everybody enjoyed our awesome Christmas story tonight about the Christmas cookie. And if you have time with your children, parents, or children with your loved ones, or all those who love you, be able to share that moment and make some Christmas cookies. And maybe while you're making or eating them, you can talk about the birth of our Savior. Well, thank you for tuning in to our 12 Days Until Christmas Bedtime Stories with Miss Nesbitt. Thank you so much for being a part of our story time with Miss Nesbitt and being a part of our community here. Now, tonight's question to be answered for this story is that I wanted to share something with you. Now, Jack seemed a little disappointed when the stranger showed up at the door. Who was Jack expecting? Who was Jack hoping that would show up at the door? Who was his mom hoping that would show up at the door? That is your question for tonight about the Christmas cookie. I hope you enjoyed the story. Remember, the first person to answer that question will receive a gift from TC Academy, from us to you during this wonderful season. And remember, the season is about giving. And we want to give to you to show our appreciation for all with your support with TC Academy. Have a wonderful evening and be blessed. May God bless you and keep you safe as you sleep tonight. Be blessed.